I think the most comments I've ever had was on my video about trying to strip the paint off of my doors. And loads of you said I needed to get them dipped and stripped. So that's what I'm doing. I looked up dipping and stripping doors in my area and I found Adam, who is in Chatteris, and he's a complete professional. He's agreed to do the doors for me and he's let me film it so that I can show you the process because I'm quite interested to know how it's done. My first mistake on arrival is I have not taken off the handles. What does this mean?
Well, the handles can punch through to the door and damage. When transporting, the handles will lay against each other.
So I've managed to punch a massive hole in the door.
That's why I always recommend removing the handles and hooks. Anything before transportation, because that way you don't get the damage.
Didn't do that, did I?
Can be repaired. But...
Oh, can be repaired. Can be repaired. I like that. Adam, tell me, what are you going to do? Tell me the process. I'm completely clueless about this.
Well, the doors go in here.
What's in there?
Hot caustic soda.
Hot caustic soda, okay. And it's steaming. You can see it's steaming. It's quite cold today. How long do they go in there for?
An hour and a half.
Wow, okay.
We'll see what they come out like. And then we'll wash them off. And then that's what we'll do for today. So.
Okay, well, let's see how bad or good my doors are.
Let's strip your doors down, get all the metal work off your doors, and then...
Gonna need to get the metal work off. I should have done that. So the locks can stay on, the handles come off, and any hooks. What about the hinges?
Hinges can stay on, because they'll come back clean as well. There's so many things that stick out.
In they go. Adam secured the doors down and then left them to soak. My doors have been soaking in caustic soda for about an hour and a half, would you say, Adam?
About an hour and a half, yeah.
About an hour and a half. So Adam's going to take them out, have a look at them, and maybe give them a scrub and a bit of a turnaround, and then they'll go back in. Adam took the doors out and gave them a good scrub on both sides, but there's a lot of layers of paint on my doors, and so they needed to go back in for another soak. So while they did that, I had a look around. Adam took me into the drying room where all the furniture comes after it's been dipped and stripped, and this is where they work on the finer details, doing the picking, taking out any small bits of paint that remain, and sanding where needed. The guys here can do just about anything, from headboards, chairs, bedside tables, benches, you name it, they can strip it. Adam also comes on site and can offer sandblasting services as well as stripping things on site like staircases. Back to my doors, and they needed a second scrub all over, but now the paint really was starting to come off. Next step is to take them out and power wash them down and then put them out to dry, and let's see what they look like. My doors have been in the tank since 9:30 this morning. It's now about nearly 4 o'clock, has it?
4 o'clock. Took them out at 3.
So taking them out at 3 o'clock, and this is what my door looked like before. It had quite a lot of layers of paint on it, didn't it?
Yeah, a lot of history.
A lot of history in that door, and this is what it looks like now. So that's amazing. I mean, it's a massive, massive difference.
Yeah, it took a while. It was stubborn. Very stubborn.
It was stubborn. But we've got little bits in the corners here, various different points. So what will you do about that?
We'll pick all of these clean, get those bits out, and then we'll go back in for a short period, half hour to an hour tops, no more, and then thoroughly washed off again. And that's left to dry and it should be ready.
So after every session in tank, it needs a thorough wash off, and that just protects the wood and stops it getting damaged from the chemical.
It just washes the chemical off it. Washes the caustic soda away.
And then once it is fully dried, they will be ready to come home. And Adam was explaining that my doors have got a slight pinkish hue in some spots, and that's because the very bottom layer was a
red lead
primer. And that can leave a little bit of a tint to the wood. So we'll see what they look like. I will have the option to paint them again or leave them natural.
It will come out, the red lead will reduce with a light sanding.
Oh,
because once you've got the doors back and dry, and you're ready to finish them however you want to finish them, a light sand just to clean them up, get rid of rough edges, and the pink will be reduced even more.
Oh, brilliant. Amazing. I have a sander, I have my hands to sand, and I have an electronic sander. One better than the other, or?
You're there, perfect.
Just a few more to do. Thank you very much.
If you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram at Petite Renovation UK.